very much, Rex. That was excellent. I'm going to do a bit of reading, just notes I've been taking, and some notes from other people, from emails that we've received, and things like that. First of all, I'd like to say I have a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. The reason, and so should you, because we all have heaps of friends who are prepared to take action. Firstly, I would like to start by mentioning we have had many emails from people who are concerned with netting all over Port Phillip, not just Corio Bay. I think we all would like to see it banned all over Port Phillip Bay.
Yeah. Yep.
However, to do that would be a massive undertaking for just one non-funded group. There are reports of smaller groups being formed all over Port Phillip Bay, and we would be happy to offer them advice and support. Once these groups are formed, we will affiliate with them. We have a few people sitting inside, and just make sure you fill out all your forms and your petitions. It is important to register your names so we can all have a voice in a large, strong group. For those that don't know me, my name is Ivan Bereza, and I was born in Geelong and have lived here all my life. I remember when I was a kid, I used to come home from school and tie your fishing rod to your bike and go down and meet your mates at the corner and off you go fishing, and it was a great lifestyle as a kid. It's a shame those sorts of things we don't see as often as we used to. 10 years ago I started a boat hire business in Geelong called Renatini. I ran that for 8 years. After 8 years, I was totally embarrassed by the amount of, that there were no fish for the customers to catch. Some people say they weren't very good fishermen, but that's not true. I'd launch my boat at line burners in the morning. I'd see a net over inside line burners there. I'd see another one over at the sandbar, and I'd see a mesh net running from Western Beach to St Helens. And a lot of weed on the water, and I just think, no, they're not going to have a good day on the boat hire today. So I had to close the business, unfortunately. It'd be nice to have a boat hire business in Geelong, but with the way current fishing is, I don't think that's possible. Who started this campaign and why we are here? Not one supporter who is here started this campaign. I didn't start it. I turned up, I heard about the last meeting just in the paper and just turned up. After the last meeting, a lot of people got together and they were talking. They were concerned that nothing was going to happen afterwards. So a small group of us, there's a few of us here today, got together and thought, we're going to do something. So I'm glad we did, because it just shows all you people have turned up, and we're very happy about that. It was the commercial fishermen, by their methods and their greed, that made people stand up and take action. Did the commercial fishermen think that no one would take notice? Well, we have. We are here because we love Corio Bay.
Yep.
And we are not happy by the way she is being treated. We are here because we are either on the water or by the water and notice her decline in recent years. Recreational fishers understand the fishery far better than many give us credit for. We see what is happening. We do not need a biased scientific study or survey to know what is really going on out there.
That's right.
We are here because we see the amount of netting that occurs and the effect it has on the environment and fish stocks. Most people in the community do not know that wild harvesting using nets still occurs in Corio Bay, and are shocked to find out. This practice occurs at the sandbar, around Alcoa, or the Coolawis Bank, up at Clifton Springs and all over that shoreline. Avalon, near Shell, Wilson, it goes on. But if those nets work the way they do, surely most fish come within that first kilometre of the shoreline. If they continuously net that every night, eventually all the fish that go in that first kilometre of the shoreline are going to get caught. they do not want the public to see what really happens. They don't want us to see the piles of weed that surround their nets when they bring them in, or the amount of bycatch they bring in and discard in the shallows, or the amount of dead small fish that do not survive the journey. The pelicans and other birds surrounding them are their friends who eat all the bad evidence.
True.
Fisheries ruthlessly pursue and hide to catch out the recreational fishermen, and so they should. However, we get fined $100 for every undersized fish, yet commercial fishermen can kill undersized fish with their methods and put it down to bycatch. Why does the community of Geelong have to put up with our bay being treated this way? We pay for fishing licences, boat licences and registration fees just like everyone else, yet our bay gets netted more than any other bay in the state, if not all of Australia. Why are we being victimised? Why do the authorities allow Corio Bay to be disposable? At least that's what it feels like. If netting was to cease, there would be a massive boost to our local community, economically, socially and environmentally. This campaign will not only involve recreational fishermen, but it should be a concern to all Geelong residents. The economic benefits for Geelong. Figures show recreational fishers, like Jeff Wilson was saying, return 5 to 6 times greater to the economy than the professionals. Recreational fishermen support the local community in the purchase of boats, equipment, the purchase of rods and tackle, fuel, servicing, and by the promotion of tourism into our town. This as a result will provide more employment opportunities in our community. If fish numbers continue to decline and local economy will be adversely affected by the reduction in recreational fishers, we hear some of you say, if things don't get better, you will sell your boat and fishing gear and give up. Yeah. Most professionals that fish Corio Bay are predominantly non-local and take from the area more so than they return. Some comments were made along the lines of, they rape our bay and our region and then drive back up the Melbourne Road. You do see them on Melbourne Road and launch from secluded boat ramps like Avalon and Kirk Point, mainly at night time, and they are often groups of 8 to 10 working from these ramps. It is a very little percentage of local fish caught in our bay that stays in Geelong. Most of it goes to the Sydney market. We have environmental and sustainability concerns. Corio Bay is a nursery and mature fishery that is confirmed by the Department of Sustainability catch statistics. Commercial net fishermen eradicate entire generations of fish, yet recreational fishermen will, if we are lucky, take only a few from each school. Netting continually drags the bay floor and destroys habitat vital for the health and development of fish and marine species. If any of you have, get onto Facebook, you'll see we've got, and just search Friends of Corio Bay Action Group. We have got a few aerial photos of some netting being occurred along the Keilor coast there. And just take a look at that and see what you think. Netting kills small fish that would otherwise have a chance to grow to their full potential. Corio Bay is a small body of shallow water, and it is easy for nets to cover a great deal of territory. Some of these professionals know exactly where to run their nets to maximise catches. When the professionals work together, and as often as they have been doing, they can wipe out most of the fish in Corio Bay. we do need to do the right thing too and stick to the rules and regulations. If any of you who have joined our group are found to be doing the wrong thing, you will be named and shamed. So stick to your bag limits and your sizes. Banning the nets in the bay will have many social benefits. Rex has touched on those, like the kids and keep them off the drugs, and the old people, keep them out of pokey venues. Angling clubs will grow in size, more fishing competitions, father-son, family days, friend days. All this is a social atmosphere. We love our fishing. It's a great pastime. There are safety concerns with netting in Corio Bay as well. There have been unfortunate incidences of intimidation by professional fishermen at boat ramps. There was also a recent story of threats of violence to a father and young son by commercial netters who were impersonating fisheries officers. I don't know if any of you have read about that. It happened down there. There have been instances where unsuspecting and inadequately warned recreational boats ran into nets, resulting in injury and fear of further injury. There is a general consensus that commercial net fishing is putting a lot of pressure on our bay. Commercial licences for bays of Victoria were reduced from some 110 to 42, yet similar catches are still being reported, showing the 42 are being fished harder and more often. Licences are being subleased, loaned to a number of parties. Effectively, they can work the one licence 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They do 8-hour shifts, take it home, another couple go to the boat and go. New netters have come into Corio Bay from Western Port, significantly increasing the fishing pressure over the last 4 years. What are the solutions?
Agriculture, nothing else to
Yes. Fishing. Firstly, ask for voluntary buyback of commercial licences in the bay. Secondly, ban all commercial net fishing from Corio Bay, inner and outer harbour. These buyback packages must be exceptionally generous. Our fishing licence money should pay for these. I personally feel if our fishing licences went up, if they doubled, I wouldn't mind, as long as the nets stay out of the bay. In South Australia, a lesson has been learnt, where netting has been banned and professionals are required to fish with rod and reel, removing the destruction of the seafloor and removing bycatch and the death of small fish. So if they've got it in South Australia, why can't we have the same rules here in Victoria?
Exactly.
The limits of professionals to the same size limit as the recreational fishermen. Reports from South Australia are that fishery has recovered and professionals continue to make a living in a sustainable manner. The Department of Primary Industries must look deeper into aquaculture and ask for funding in this area. I'm sure this would create more jobs for them. Aquaculture licences should be first offered to outgoing net fishermen. Statements for emails. Now we've got a few statements, we've had a few emails in the last 7 days. Can I ask John Ditch just to read out a few of those while I have a drink? Thanks very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Good on you, Ivan.